Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with the social skills. I'll be discussing the healing power of connection. And before I really go into this, this lesson, this social skills lesson, I just want to say to you that I know that my lessons are corny, but somebody's listening. And if I can help anybody, if anybody's getting something out of it, that's what matters to me, That's all that matters to me, because people are inheriting a messed up society. And right now, you need to know, you need some skills to figure out how to navigate. Because some of you may not have access to counselors or social workers or psychologists or psychiatrists, okay? So I'm trying to give you some basic techniques on ways to manage your mental health, okay? I've worked. If you should go, you should check out my description in YouTube to see. I have a background, and most of my career has been in assessing and helping and counseling and advising. Have I always done everything correct? No. Have I made some big mistakes? Yeah, but mostly I'm very responsible. So I'm trying to give back. This is my way since retired, to give back to people who might not have access to some of these services and facilities. And as corny as it sounds, but it's important, especially right now with all of the confusion going on, and the society collapsing and things like that. But you cannot let yourself, even though it affects you, you can't allow it to bother you to where it's going to affect you to this extent to where you don't have the drive to get out there and do what it takes. Okay? People been surviving all of these disasters and crap like that forever. And we can do it now. Is it easy? No, I don't make it easy. So let me just go ahead on. I wanted to preface that before I get in to what I'm going to talk about, because I want you to also be careful about your human connections that you form and bond with people, because everybody may not have your best interests at heart. So you have to be careful who you share information with and what kind of information you share. But having said that, we can still have healthy interactions with people where we're interacting with them on a surface level where they don't have to know all of our personal business, okay? But I'm going to just leave that there. It's the best way for me, the easiest way for me to explain it in a quick way, okay? But anyway, so I'm going to talk, because it's important that we have established human connections and be in supportive groups in our areas with people who can help us to get through these difficult times, so you're not alone, okay? I'm going to be dealing with the healing power of connection. That's what I'm going to discuss today. The science of human connection and mental health. I'm going to just kind of make a connection, okay? Human connection has a profound impact on our mental health and emotional well-being. Scientifically, meaningful connections trigger the release of oxytocin, often referred to as a love hormone, which promotes feelings of trust and bonding. These connections often reduce the production of stress hormones, leading to improved mental health and stronger sense of being, okay? Some people, it's oxytocin. I probably said it wrong. It's a chemical in our body, okay? I'm going to give you an example. After moving to a new city, Maya felt isolated and overwhelmed. She joined a local community group and started forming connections with her neighbors. Over time, her mood improved and she experienced a greater sense of happiness and belonging. That's what I'm saying, I just talked about that a minute ago. I need to keep on going. Seeking support from different sources. Support from friends, family, and professionals can play a pivotal role in healing through connection. Friends and family offer understanding and familiarity, while professionals provide guidance and expertise. Combining those sources of support creates a comprehensive network that helps individuals navigate challenging times. And I just talked to you about that before, when I prefaced, okay? The importance of it. It is important, you know? I'm going to discuss some stories of solace through open dialogue. Shared grief. Emma lost her brother to a sudden accident. She found solace in a support group where people openly shared their experiences of loss. Through these conversations, she realized she wasn't alone in her grief and found comfort in connections she formed. Okay? I'm just giving you ideas, okay? Of how you can consider categorizing the different types of support that you might try to seek out, okay? Overcoming trauma. Jake had experienced a traumatic event in his past that he hadn't spoken about for years. When he finally opened up to close friends, he discovered a newfound sense of relief. Sharing his story with someone who cared helped him process his emotions and begin his healing journey. A lot of us have been traumatized. I've been traumatized so many times. I've been through a lot. I have. I've been through, when I say a lot, it's more than that. And I'm still here. And that's why I'm here to encourage you. You can be, it's not easy. It's not, but if you're still alive, you still got to survive. So you might as well try to have the best mental health as possible. And it's a series of things that you can do to help yourself, and I just give you some examples. If you go back through my lessons and stuff, you'll find something. I talk about different things, different aspects of it. I don't have my same schedule that I had, because I have other stuff I have to do now. And so I have to study, And so I have to divide my time and stuff like that. But once I get to a good place, I'll be back on a more regular schedule again. But all you have to do is go back for about a year and 3/4, almost 2 years straight. I did nothing but lessons, meditations, lessons, affirmations, and lessons. The smile challenge, calm down, all of those are lessons. Those are exercises designed to help you to improve your mental health, but I'm not going to go too much more deeper into that, okay? So what I'm talking about today, these are just some other suggestions on ways and categories that you can consider when you're trying to seek support for whatever it is you're dealing with, okay? Breaking stigma. Sarah struggled with depression but felt ashamed to talk about it. After reading a blog post by someone who had openly discussed their mental health journey, she felt inspired to do the same. The positive responses she received from friends and acquaintances encouraged her to continue sharing her story. I deal with that. I deal with depression. I'm in a city, I don't have any relatives. I'll just tell you, I'm in a place I have no relatives. I came here to work. I was a humanitarian. I'm a humanitarian. So I devoted most of my career to positions that help people, or in laboratories where we were working on ways to heal people through medicines, and or in education, trying to help people to gain the skills and figure out how to become better people, and helping them with resumes, and helping them with their mental health, and checking on them and making sure they were doing okay. So I've had and social services management, emergency crisis intervention type positions, okay? A lot of them, So I understand how it is, and I've dealt with a lot of people in crisis. Yeah, I've been in crisis, and I have my moments where I have mental health issues. And when I get like that, when I don't want to be around people, I just get quiet. Because I just don't have what it takes to deal with it, And I get like that, and I allow myself to feel that. And I cycle through it, and then I move on.